Your future isn't a mystery. It's a pattern, a sequence of your daily choices, and the fact if you are fully living your values or not. I don't know what's scarier than us as humanity losing freedom because each individual chose comfort and conformity instead of growth, joy, and living their values. If we like it or not, freedom comes hand in hand with personal responsibility. And also, the unlimited choices that we can make in this world can cause us paralysis, mental fatigue, and the feeling as if it's our personal failure if we don't keep up with everything there is. But my point for today is that you should always choose to create your own life. So let's talk what to do about this and how you can make sure you're living the highest version of yourself, your highest potential. I will share the main point for today, and then I will share a step-by-step process how you can achieve to get to that point. Utilizing your fullest potential means that you act even if you don't feel ready. It also means you have your own back. It means you figured out what you value in your life so you can live accordingly to your values. So the antidote is actually becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable feelings that are arising along the way of reaching your goals, living your values, and of course, utilizing your potential. Knowing that staying in your little bubble is a false sense of comfort. And the easiest, the most common question, the easy shortcut to find out your values is actually asking yourself, what will you regret the most at the end of your life? What will you regret that you didn't do, that you didn't invest your time in, that you let pass away, that you were silent about? So let's go to the step-by-step process. And I started with saying that a lot of people choose comfort and conformity instead of growth, instead of looking into what seems as the hardest way. And that's nothing to blame ourselves for because our brains are searching for comfort and for the easiest way. And of course, I don't recommend you to work harder, I will recommend you to work smarter. However, the problem is in these days that we are overwhelmed, that we have too many options, too many choices, and we don't know which one it is that is the right for us, that is the perfect for us. Everything has its plus and minus, and everything else can show up as the failure. And we are so scared of failure. So what I recommend you as the first step to do is to have clear and calm mind. And how do we do this? Well, you know, the boring stuff, such as meditation. But seriously, having a simple, short practice of daily meditation always pays off long term instead of being daily overwhelmed, heading to burnout, and feeling as a failure. So what I would truly recommend you to set up any ritual, any habit of yours that will help you to come to a state of stillness. You choose your own thoughts. What do you think? Do the successful people have time to overthink, to overanalyze? They don't overthink if they are educated enough, if they are confident enough, all of these things about themselves. So stop questioning yourself and choose your thoughts for yourself. When you think a negative thought, you can always replace it with something that's feeling better. And that's not to avoid or escape the negative thoughts, that's just to say you are the pilot of your airplane. For one last time, there's clarity in stillness. Pick your choice. The second step and the most crucial one is to learn emotional regulation. Most of us are unable to quit bad habits because we didn't learn emotional regulation as children. And that is also the main reason why are we wasting our energy and our life's potential in the present moment. There is so much content out there of how to learn emotional regulation. For me, it really starts with finding calm, stillness, and peace of mind. And from there, you can learn more about your body and how to emotionally regulate if you feel overwhelmed, anxious, depressed. But the price of not learning this one is too high. You will get stuck in your old loops of wrong choices, in your old wrong patterns, and then you will just blame yourself of not living your potential. Repressed emotions are stored in our bodies. And that's the thing. Your body is not just this physical container. It's your vessel. It's your shield. It's your protector in this lifetime. So take care of it. And you know what's the problem with saying treat your body as a temple? The problem is that most people go to the temple once in a year. And so please don't go to your body once in a year. Really take care of yourself, exercise, get a proper rest when you need it. Just listen to your body. And that's how we get to utilizing our potential. Because if we don't take care of our bodies, how do we want to utilize our energy? How do we want to treat this world? Because that's a reflection of how we treat ourselves. And so the wisest part of you is not your emotions, it's not your rational mind, it is your body, your intuition, your inner voice, and the clarity you can get in your decision making. It's your spirit. And if we would like to get a little bit spiritual about this, then it means that your spirit is living in your body if you let it. But if you neglect your body, your spirit cannot access it, and therefore you are unable to hear your inner voice, your intuition, and you are unable to navigate your life without asking others for opinions all of the time, without asking ChatGPT what do they think is the best option for your life. So if you regret something or you fear something, ask yourself what is causing you to make these decisions. And then you will find out it's a certain pattern, or maybe you will find out that you're avoiding to looking into what seems as painful, etc. It can be repressed emotions, it can be overthinking, it can be even overeating. And that could mean that your body is craving safety that you're not able to give it from within, and so it searches the safety from being satiated. Everything can be narrowed down to this root cause of yours that you need to get clear, and then you can finally spend less time overthinking, overeating, doing these OCD things, and finally utilizing your energy and your potential. And then the way only goes up. Because living in your potential will actually return energy to you. So again, our brains are searching for the easiest way, but that's not always the best way for us. Sometimes it's really worth it to learn about something, to get educated. Sometimes it's worth it to go for another workshop. And at the same time, as I said, the first thing that's required of you is to act even if you're not ready. You just really need to get clear in your mind and take care of your body, and then you will find all the energy to approach your dreams. Living up to your potential means that the activities you are doing are feeding you. They are not depleting you. So if you are spending all of your time in a job that you hate with a bad boss that you cannot stand, obviously you are depleted and cannot utilize your whole potential. Go find yourself a better place. The choices are infinite. Your potential is infinite. Make use of it in this lifetime. And of course, on the way of living your highest potential, that does not mean that there might not be challenges. That does not mean that something will not seem as hardship. But the payoff, again, the payoff in the positive amount will overweight any hardship there is, because of the strength, clarity, and purpose you'll receive in return. There's no reason not to try. And my last point for today is, you don't need another education, another workshop, another teaching, because more information does not necessarily mean more clarity. Again, this is a world of endless information. We have such opportunities to learn everything from different perspectives, different angles. We can absorb it all. But is it worth it? Is it worth it than taking the action in the outer world that will truly bring peace to your mind, that will truly bring the resolution you want, that will bring you all the wealth, abundance that you need to take the first step for? So you don't need more information for putting yourself out there. You need more clarity, more confidence, and that's again in your body, in your mind. So I really hope this brings you some inspiration if you felt like you lost your path, you're off the track, and you can jump on it once again, that you can truly utilize your potential, not only in 2026, but every day, each day of your life till the end of your life. Don't forget to rest, don't forget to have fun, live in your joy, and until next time.